Baltimore, Maryland. It's a city full of history, culture, and opportunity. But what if you don't want to live in the city? In our video today, we're diving in and we're looking at the best suburbs in and around Baltimore. By the end of this video, you will have a list of places that you need to check out if you're looking not to live in the city of Baltimore. And we're getting after it right now. What is up, everyone? It's Adam Taylor with the Relentless Home Group right here in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, if this is your first time to our channel and you're looking to learn everything about Maryland, great news, you're in the right spot. We do videos talking about living here, working here, chilling here, and most importantly, getting out and having some fun here in Maryland. So if that's the info that you're looking for, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give the little bell a click. That way you're alerted every time we put out another video, just like this one. Now, right now, my team and I, we are getting phone calls, emails, text messages from folks all over the world looking to make a move right here to Baltimore. As a matter of fact, I just got one from somebody from the Netherlands. Go figure, the Netherlands. They're looking to make a move because they're moving here to work at Hopkins. But nevertheless, we get messages like this each and every day of folks that we love helping out. And if you're looking to make a transition to Maryland, my team and I, hey, we are here and we have your back and we'd love to help you on your transition. But we just need one thing from you, and that's for you to connect with us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text message, or send us an email, whatever you need to do. My team and I, we've got your back when making a move right here to Maryland. Today, look, we're jumping in and we're looking at the 5 suburbs in and around the Baltimore metro area that you're gonna wanna check out before making a transition. I know, not everybody wants to live in downtown Baltimore, but these are some great alternatives that sort of provide urban convenience with suburban tranquility. So let's just dive right into it, and we'll start out here with number 1. First up on our list is Towson, Maryland, located just a short 20-minute drive north of Baltimore. You get to Towson from Baltimore by heading straight up Interstate 83, hopping off on Interstate 695 East, and taking one of the 3 exits, either Charles Street, Delaney Valley Road, or York Road, to get into Towson. Now, there's so much going on in Towson. Number 1, it is the county seat for Baltimore County, meaning that all the government offices in Baltimore County are located right in Towson. All of the courthouses, all of the attorney's offices. Oh, by the way, there's Towson University is headquartered right in Towson, and multiple hospitals. So there's a lot going on in Towson. So I look at Towson almost like a scaled down version of Baltimore, because you do have some high-rise buildings in Towson and it gives you sort of that city feel, but it's just not as crowded. Those of you that like to go shopping, you've got all of your shopping right at your fingertips, and it's a very, very walkable community. You've got Towson Town Mall, you've got your typical stuff, your Target, your Home Depots, your Lowe's, movie theater, Trader Joe's. The other thing I'll throw in there too, if you're looking for sort of like upscale suburbia, Towson is your spot because you've got those high-end stores. Now, as far as housing options goes, schools, you've got it all right in Towson. So you've got your pick of single-family homes, townhomes, low-rise condos, as well as high-rise condos that I've already mentioned here. Now, schools, you've got a Towson High School, is ranked one of the top high schools in Baltimore County. In addition to that, you have a plethora of private schools. If that's the education line that you're looking to go with your children, there are so many private schools in and around the Towson area. So my friends, look, if you're looking to be close to Baltimore and still feel like you're in the city living and you need a walkable community, I urge you to check out Towson. Next up is Columbia, Maryland. Now, Columbia is located just a short 25-minute drive outside of Baltimore, heading southwest from the city. And what's great about Columbia is the concept behind Columbia. You see, this was a planned community that was built many, many years ago. And it was built so that groups from all ethnicities, from all different income levels, could come together and coexist and build a community where they all lived and thrived together. So it is a very culturally diverse community. Now, in addition to that, its location is prime because it gives you a head start getting down to points south like Fort Meade or Washington, D.C. And also you can get back into Baltimore with relative ease. Again, just a short 25-minute drive. Columbia has some fantastic parks that you can get out and enjoy. I've actually taken my son to games at Cedar Lane Park where he's had to play soccer and football, as well as everything is right there. And because it's a planned community, you have access to the community swimming pools in the facilities in Howard County, and that's in and of itself is great. One thing to mention about Columbia, for all the amenities that I just gave you, you're gonna actually have to pay what they call the Columbia Association fee. And unfortunately, this is not something that you can opt out of if your property resides where the Columbia Association has authority over. And what this fee does is it allows you access to the pools, the athletic courts, the trails, and the upkeep of a lot of the facilities for the use of the residents in Columbia all year round. All right, next up on our list is Bel Air, Maryland. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, chances are you may have come across Bel Air more than once. And the reason being is it's such a popular community. You can go out to places like niche.com and check out Bel Air, and you're gonna see it ranks pretty high in all the lists of places to live in Maryland. And there's good reason why. What's great about it is it's about a 35 to 45 minute drive outside of Baltimore. And what I like to, or how I like to frame Bel Air, it's suburban living, true suburban living, but you're kind of like sticking your toe in the water to be close to the city. Imagine you checking the temperature of the pool and you're dipping your toe in there real quick to pull it out. That's kind of how the distance works with being in proximity to Baltimore. Now, a lot of people like Bel Air because of the housing options. If you want a home with a little bit of land, you know, quarter acre or more, you can find it in Bel Air. If you want new construction, you can find that as well. Townhomes, condos, it's all available for you. Now, on the flip side too, you also have some great places to eat in Bel Air, especially right along Main Street in Bel Air or on Route 1. And lastly, the county, Harford County that is, has so many outdoor spaces you get to enjoy. Places like Susquehanna State Park, Gunpowder State Park, and the waterways, Gunpowder River, Bush River, Susquehanna River. And if you're a boater or fisherman, you're gonna love it there. So last thing I'll leave you with are the schools in Harford County. They have been regarded as some of the best schools, and the children perform really well. Multiple blue ribbon schools. Now make sure you go out to places like greatschools.org, even niche.com like I mentioned before. Do your own research because, hey, every family's need for their student is going to be different from one family to another. So check out Bel Air. It's a great place to call home. Next up is Ellicott City, Maryland. Now, if you've done any research about living in and around the Baltimore metro area, you're gonna find Ellicott City seems to pop up over and over. And it's because it's a great place to call home. Now, Ellicott City is located just a short 25-minute drive west of Baltimore. You're gonna hop on the Baltimore Beltway, jump on Route 144, and voila, you're in Ellicott City. Now, the best part about Ellicott City and what I like visiting when I go to Ellicott City is the Main Street area. It's just a small, you know, homey, warm Main Street feel that you get from a small town. And the challenge with Main Street can be the flooding that does occur in Ellicott City. Most recently in 2018, there was massive floods, and you can just jump on YouTube or Google this and look at the floods that occurred in Ellicott City. It's because the infrastructure was not properly built, and modifications really have had to be made to support any bad weather that does come through and getting water out of the Main Street area in Ellicott City. Now, with disaster comes hope. And what is great about Ellicott City are the people and the resiliency that they have living there. You know, they want to rebuild, they want to do this, they want to do that, and just makes that community stronger. And it is why, or one of the contributing factors why, it is ranked #1, or if not at the top of most lists that you see for housing options in and around the Baltimore metro area. You can find all sorts of housing in Ellicott City. Single family homes, townhomes, as well as condominiums. The challenge though is the price point. Out of all of the options I'm gonna give you here today, Ellicott City is going to be the highest priced homes that we're gonna be talking about. I just pulled up the multiple lists right here. Presently, as of the recording of this video, there are 68 homes active and available for sale in Ellicott City, starting with a low price point of $325,000, going all the way up to $2.3 million. School systems in Howard County are fabulous, and especially those as you drill down into the Ellicott City area are great. You've got private school options as well. So my friends, I urge you, jump in, look at Ellicott City very thoroughly because it's a community I absolutely love. All right, so those are 4 of the great communities in and around the Baltimore metro area. So I hope you're finding value so far. If you are, it would mean the world to me if you would just do me one little special favor, hit that like button down below. Go ahead, I'll pause real quick, hit it. All right, thank you. Now, if you have questions regarding any of the cities that we've talked about or going forward, I would love to answer those questions if you would comment below, or as always, you can reach out to us. All of our contact information is down in the description as well. So this means the world to me. I want to keep putting out great content, and I need your help and support to keep me motivated, to keep me going, to keep that wind in my sails. to continue to produce videos for you all about living in Maryland. All right, next up on our list is Timonium, Maryland. Now, Timonium is located north of Baltimore, about a 25-minute drive. You're gonna head up 83 and you can jump off at Interstate 695 and get to the southern points of Timonium, getting off at the York Road exit, or you can continue up Interstate 83 past the Baltimore Beltway and hop off at Timonium Road. Makes no difference, just depends on where you're going in Timonium. And why people like Timonium, it gives them that proximity to get down into the city relatively quickly because it's close to the highway. And oh, by the way, Interstate 83 is great because some of the other options that I've given you, you're gonna have to pay tolls, but going to Towson and Timonium, as of right now, the recording of this video, you're not gonna have to pay any tolls to go into Baltimore utilizing Interstate 83. So take that and sort of tuck that away. The schools in Timonium are great. Delaney High School, it was one of our arch rivals in high school growing up, is located in Timonium. They've always had an outstanding academic program. In addition to that, all of your shopping, all your major conveniences, all the stuff that you need is relatively close. They've got a strong Parks and Rec program where your kids can get involved in a lot of sports. There's a lot of club sporting teams in and around the Timonium area. And the best thing about Timonium, or I should say, depends on who you ask what the best thing about Timonium is, but the most popular thing about Timonium is the Maryland State Fair is located in Timonium. So each and every year between the end of August and beginning of September, the state does the Maryland State Fair. It usually lasts a few weeks, as a matter of fact, and they do it right there at the Maryland State Fairgrounds. So again, you have all of your housing options that you could, possibly want. Single family homes, townhomes, condominiums, it's all there. If you want a little bit of space, you've got it there. Now, Timonium is going to be a little bit pricier than areas like Bel Air, where you're going to be able to get essentially similar homes. Just Bel Air is probably going to be about 10 to 20% cheaper than Timonium. Lot sizes are going to be roughly about the same, but again, you are going to pay a little bit more just because of the closer proximity to Baltimore. So my friends, look, those are 5 great communities in and around the Baltimore metro area that I urge you to check out if you don't want to live in the city. So if a move to Maryland is in your future, as I mentioned all the time, my team and I, we would love to help you out with that transition, whether you're looking to move now or 6 months from now. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, you know what? We got a Zoom link down below. You can jump on a Zoom call with us. It's how we do most of our appointments to start. You and I will have a conversation, we'll talk. We may even bring one of my lending partners in to have a discussion with you if financing is or needed by you. Look, I went ahead and I picked out another video for you to check out. I'm gonna put it on the screen right here. So make sure you check that out to learn more about life in Maryland. Again, as always, my friends, we've got your back when moving here to Maryland. From Baltimore down the bay to the beaches in Ocean City, Maryland, my team and I, we have you covered.